I would argue that in actual fact, you cannot be creative today without technology, without innovation, and specifically technology-based innovation.
Brand marketers need to focus on innovation, and startups are a great source there. I think it's too cliche to say failing fast. I think instead it's about how do you create a culture of agility where you test a lot of things, and the things that are working, you repeat and scale very quickly, and the things that aren't working, you cut. Too often brand marketers stay with a program for too long and just aren't agile. And in today's digitally led environment with consumer behavior changing so rapidly, you just need to move fast.
For 2016, the battle between the open internet, the open advertising world, and the walled gardens is only going to intensify. And for the past couple of years, we've seen social sort of dominate sort of this walled experience. But I think for 2016, we're going to see many, many new kinds of applications emerge, follow suit. For example, in e-commerce and in mobile messaging, more and more platforms basically taking a more walled perspective as to how they integrate and talk to brands and agencies.
At Evolution, we couldn't believe and agree more that the right time to start collaboration with a brand, if you're a startup, is early. It's important that when startups are developing their business model, they're speaking to brands who they're expected to monetize against early and often. So understand if the monetization strategy and the path that they're taking with regards to working in brands is what brands want. Are they addressing what's keeping these brands up at night? Finding those answers early and often is going to remove a huge barrier for startups in order to build a better business and eventually work with the brand partners that are going to support them.
So one of the things that I think would be great for an ADTHINK startup to solve is just figuring out how, using technology, brands become more relevant to their audiences today. I think with technology, people are questioning the role of brands, and with information becoming democratized, will brands even matter? And I think it would be great for a startup to show us just why brands continue to matter today, and to show us with technology and creativity how brands can serve their audiences in new ways to give them greater utility.
So I think what's on my radar is ways that brands can help consumers in their day-to-day lives. So instead of just thinking about this kind of very narrow pipe of advertising, think about what's outside of that and think about the problem areas that consumers have in their day-to-day lives. And think about how that matches with your brand's core purpose and mission. And the wonderful thing that technology is giving us is the ability to find answers to those problems in consumers' lives and delight them in new and interesting ways that help them turn into advocates for your brand.
So one of the big roadblocks I think startups need to overcome is recognizing that it's a totally different audience than the investor community. Brands are storytellers. Brands are focused on solving consumer challenges. They're not really as interested in kind of what your code is made out of or what your 4-year roadmap looks like. They're interested in how you create value and what your value proposition and the benefits that you bring to their consumers are. So I think when startups go in to pitch to a brand, they need to think about problem solving and presenting their platform in a story, appeal to a bit of that emotional bravado that brands love, and speak their language and kind of remove themselves from the technical and investor speak and talk to a brand that's all about building consumer value from that perspective.